Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to Acton tonight. So the plan was, I was supposed to go to a track a lot earlier today, but the problem was that because it was raining and I was going to Teamsport Edmonton, and it's in a warehouse, that means there was a bunch of condensation on track. I don't know if that's how physics works or whatever it's called. But yeah, they told me I couldn't race. Then I went to go to Docklands, which was a bit of a stupid idea because they are a warehouse as well. But yeah, it's looking like it just wasn't a no-go for both of them. So I decided to call up Acton, book there just for a public session. And yeah, it'll be content. So yeah, I wish I could get better tracks and go to new tracks to show you guys, but sadly not tonight. Alright guys, arrived at Acton now. So plan is we're just gonna try beat everyone. I have been told that we actually have GWI racing in my session tonight, which should actually be pretty fun. He was just in Qatar doing a bunch of stuff with the Formula One, which is really good. But yeah, looking forward to racing against him. Hopefully I can beat him because I've been told he's the king of Acton. Alright, so I'll explain a bit more what happened when I was planning to go into London to go to Teamsport Edmonton. So I had it fully planned out. I was going to go grab some more gear because I had not fully bought all the stuff I needed for the Action 5 Pro and the new mics that I have that I'm using right now. But when I went to go collect them, I got the call saying, yeah, track's gone for condensation. So yeah, I rushed to call Docklands. They had the same issue because they're both at warehouses. Bit stupid of me, but we move on. We called up Mitcham, nothing there. So yeah, Acton was the only option available, so I took it. We are outside Acton now, looking forward to the race. We'll get changed, get our stamp, and yeah, let's get to some racing. All right, we have arrived now, got the stamp on everything. Right, time to go get changed, get ready for this race, and go find GWI Racing, see where he is.
Wait, he's gone. Here you go.
Oh, sorry, Ray.
So I actually found out that GWI Racing won't be in my session. I don't know where the person I heard it from got that from, but yeah, that is the case for tonight. It's just going to be me on track with all these new guys. We had to wait for a while we had other drivers get out of the briefing room, and yeah, we were stuck in carts for quite a while.
Everyone listen up. Before we head on track, we'll do a quick and simple break test, yeah? When I tell you come forward, no, sorry. When I tell you come forward as fast as you can. And I put my hand out for you to brake, stepping the brake as hard as possible. When you head out on track, make sure you're following the lights. Yellow, slow down, walk impatient, come to a complete stop. Does that make sense? Wait there.
As soon as I got out on track, I didn't realise how chaotic this race was going to be. I'm just warming up my tyres at the moment, just making sure I can get the most grip for all of my laps. The yellow flag went on for quite a bit while everyone was getting out the pits, and I think someone crashed downstairs, but that wasn't my issue. It took a while and I was getting really impatient. Finally, after a while, the green flag went down and I was able to start my laps. We didn't even go a full lap until the red flag came out for a crash. During this red flag, let me just explain. So, all the drivers on the grid, this is their first time at Acton. Never been to Acton before. which is just brilliant considering that this is like my 4th or 5th time, no, not even that, maybe 10th time here. So yeah, should be very interesting when I start to race against them. Seriously, proper red. After a very long wait, the green flag finally went down and I was able to start doing my laps again. For the first couple laps, I was very scruffy in that kart. I've not been to Acton for quite a while now, so I was just trying to get used to the track again and get used to the kart. Kart 15 was the best kart they had at the track at the time, so I did try to get that kart. I did manage to get it. It was a decent kart, but for all of the session, if I did up one corner, it would completely screw up my entire lap because I found out the acceleration on that kart is absolutely horrendous. Going down the hill, I managed to get one overtake done and it was pretty easy. The guy just went off to the side, took the inside, it was very easy. Going up the ramp and trying to overtake the second guy, he did defend pretty well actually, I will admit, to me, but I managed to get the overtake done in the next couple corners. Then suddenly he decided to dive down my inside and it was very unexpected because he looked very committed into going down the inside. A whole lap went by until I had my next big incident. I was trying to just get an overtake done down the inside going up the ramp, but then suddenly this guy decides to try shove me into the wall. As you can see, I didn't really take it well, but karma hit me hard after.
I am stupid. I am stupid.
After that we had yet another red flag and we were stuck here for quite a while.
Look at the lights, mate.
During the red flag, I decided to just explain to the guy who tried to dive bomb me earlier how to overtake properly in these karts.
Because I did just flip. Oh, here we go, man.
It was yellow flags for a bit, then it went straight back to green flag conditions. For the rest of the session it was pretty boring honestly. It was just me trying to set fast lap times in kart 15 with the acceleration issue. The only exciting bit was when I came across another kart. It was so obvious this guy had no idea how to drive a kart properly. He was braking hard and almost spinning at every single corner. Eventually I managed to overtake him and keep on getting my hot laps in. After a few hundred meters we see there's another crash and another red flag.
Yeah, I can tell, by the way.
Then I noticed something odd. There's two kart 15s. From my head movements you can tell that I am very confused and trying to figure out why there are two kart 15s. After a short wait it goes to yellow flags and then a couple seconds later it goes to green flags. Only a lap later, at the same corner, someone spins. I almost join him in the spin as he is right in my path, but I managed to find a gap and get past him. Coincidentally, I am right next to the same kart 15 from a couple laps earlier from the last red flag, and you can see I am still very baffled and my brain is just completely fogged on how the is possible. After a short wait, the track goes straight to green flag conditions. This is actually the lap where I got my fastest lap, so I'll show you the full lap. My fastest time for this session was a 24.111. After hitting my fastest lap, I just aim to try overtake all the karts in front of me. It's actually quite funny, for both sessions I had to tell marshals where crashes were by pointing because some of them were just not looking properly. It was a short yellow flag and then we went back to green flag conditions in about a minute or two. As you can barely hear, I'm just trying to have as much fun as I can while I'm out there. That was the last lap of the race. We are now heading back to the pits and that's the end of the first session. I didn't care it was the last lap on yellows, I still decided to just overtake this guy, just for fun I guess. The driver I overtook did get a bit pissed off, but I tried to ignore it. And then he was stupid enough to try overtake me before entering the pits. I don't know what was going through his head at the time, but clearly it wasn't the right thing.
Yo, that guy who was shoving into me, did he get taken off? Yeah. Well, say bro, Jesus, that was a bit much. Yeah, I saw you, I took him off,
I had to ask that marshal to see if the driver that was bumping into me was taken off, otherwise if he wasn't it would have been quite a shit decision from the marshals.
Everyone, when you're ready, feet off your pedals and stand up,
Alright, so first session done. Quite some dirty driving, I'll be honest. But yeah, you know what, could be better. My fastest time was at 24.1, which in the kart I'm in is way too slow. I need to get the faster lap times in. I just need to learn the circuit again as well. Right, I've just told the marshal about the problems with kart 15. It has very low acceleration, so yeah, I've just told them about that. Hopefully they'll get fixed pretty soon for the session. Alright, we're going to go back out on track in about 10 minutes now, something like that. Honestly, nowadays I'm going to aim for the low 23s because with the session that I'm in at the moment, there's no way I can try beat a lap record tonight. There is just no chance. Plus, the 15 is feeling quite low on acceleration, so I've got to make sure I can keep a good momentum for the whole of that lap as well, which is going to be quite hard. Before this session went back out, the marshals did talk to the driver who was slamming into me, just to say that please don't do that again. They also did tell me off for flipping them off, which I'm not surprised they did. It was a good event to do it at least. But yeah, according to that driver, he said it was just friendly banter, but for me, if you do that, that is just not friendly at all. That's just a bit hostile with the type of racing I normally do. It took a while, but finally the marshals started to get us out for the second session. For this, as I said, I was going to try aim for the low 23s. Two laps into this session after the red flag test, the first difficulty I had was when I came across a group of drivers, and it was quite difficult to get past them at first. I got past one of them pretty quickly as he went for the inside line and went really deep going into the corner. The next two were pretty easy because the one in front spun and the guy behind him had to slow down a lot to let him spin round again, and I managed to sneak through a gap down the inside and I managed to get both of them. A few hundred meters later I came across a group of 3 drivers. At first I struggled to overtake them, but then I started to find gaps and I managed to overtake them. Going down the straight, the last of the group of 3 drivers, he was getting a lot of oversteer. I managed to capitalise on it and go down the inside. This lap was actually the lap when I set my fastest lap of the whole session. I don't know how I did, but it was a 23.659. It would have been a 22-second lap time if it wasn't for the end corner. It would be quite a few laps until I came across some more karts because I developed quite a big gap between all of the other drivers. That did give me an opportunity to try set some faster lap times though, so I am grateful I was able to create that gap. When I was just catching up to some more drivers so I can overtake them, the little kid had crashed again at the same corner he did in the last session. It was really annoying, but we can't do much, he's just a dead driver. After a short red flag, the yellow flag went on, then I saw a driver was stuck, so on my way up the ramp I decided to warn the marshal because I know that is a blind spot for them.
Yo, someone's stuck down there. Someone's stuck down there.
The marshal reported it pretty quickly and the red flag came out again, so the marshal downstairs could go push that cart out of the barriers. After that short red flag, the green flag went straight out immediately instead of a yellow flag, then the green flag. I started to notice that cart 15 is understeering a lot going down that down ramp, so I'm starting to be more careful. There's not much drama going on at the moment on track until someone spins yet again at the corner just after the down ramp and there's another red flag. Luckily it was a short red flag and it went straight to green flag conditions in about a minute. It only took a lap until the little kid spun again, but this time just before the up ramp.
I spin again.
Yeah.
Your marshal's just like staring down.
Every time I pass that marshal downstairs, it just looks like he's on his phone, and it's just not brilliant for this session, honestly. funny moment with the marshal. He's trying to make time go faster and just messing around with the black flag, and then he forgets his coordination and drops it on the floor. Right, that's on camera now. Finally, the track goes to yellow flags, and then in a few seconds it goes to green flags. Yo! It only took one lap until there was another red flag. All of these red flags are just getting ridiculous at this point. This red flag took a lot longer than the last red flags did, so we were just standing around for a very long time. Finally, the track went to yellow flag conditions, and we were going at half race speed for about half a lap. As soon as the green flag is shown, I dive it down the inside of the blue suit in front of me, and I get the move done. The driver in front of me, it does take a while for me to get past him, but just before the down ramp I get a switchback done on the corner before, and I dive it down his inside going down the ramp. I get lots of understeer going past the two right-handers after the ramp. I thought this guy wouldn't dive it down my inside, but no, he is like 4 car lengths back and he dives it down my inside.
Right, so let's just stop and analyse what's just happened there.
In slow-mo, you can just see in his eyes that he knows we're going to crash, but he just has no thought into it and just does it anyway. He's just such an idiot for it. During the red flag, this guy has the audacity to just ignore the red flag, come up to me, and put all the blame on me. The audacity of this guy to just put it all on me is ridiculous. You're serious? That's you, bub. That is all. That is you. Why the f are you diving down the inside? Kindly enough, why are you doing that? You do not do that. You're not slick, you know. This guy really thinks he's better than me at overtaking and smarter than me. This, Jesus Christ. It's all your fault. I'm literally looking at you while you're dive bombing and I still commit to the line and you're I didn't even notice, but the yellow flag was out when I was still arguing with him, and then when the green flag goes, he just goes and does it the same thing to his mate. After that I just dive bomb his mate, and then I realise it is the last couple laps of the race, and that's the end of my time at Acton that night. Honestly, that whole session for the second one was going really well until that end incident, and yeah, that incident at the end, yeah, it's just, I think that's ruined that last session for me. Yeah, you just can't be blaming the other person for that crash when it was clearly your fault. It is just pure stupidity from that driver.
Please have feet away and stand up. And please go exactly towards
That's a joke, honestly. Right, guys, that is the end of my session. So, how did it go for both of them? It was all right. It could have been a lot better. I mean, a lot better. But you know what? Fastest time was a 23.659. I will take that any day of the week, considering it was a packed track. But yeah, all the drivers were like really dirty. I will upload all of this footage when I get home. But for now, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully in the next video, I will be at Daytona Sandown. Goodbye.